welcome to a brand new video. So hello everybody and welcome to a brand new video and a brand new project on Alex Elite Golf. And this project is all about me sharing with you how I practice my golf on a weekly basis, preparing for tournaments, playing in tournaments and playing out on the golf course. So I'm going to run you through each practice session, what I do, why I do it, and hopefully you can take something away from it today. So today's practice session, I like to start off with medium iron, so I'm going to class that as up to kind of like 9 iron and 9 iron below, and I'm going to run through some technical stuff and then I'm going to run into a little test that I do every single session. So actually practicing better, practicing smart and not practicing too much is the way forward. So let's get straight into today's video. Now if you're new to the channel guys, welcome. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button as well as comment down below how much practice do you currently do, and do you feel like you get a lot out of your practice or you don't get anything at all. So today I'm going to start off with some short irons. I'm going to start off with just actually hitting a few away, getting warmed up, and then I'm going to get into what I kind of call my 5-ball set, working on some technical things, so I think that's important to actually do so. But then actually get into some fun stuff and actually test myself. So I've also got set up a camera here, and this is something that I like to do while I'm practicing because it gives me a good sense of what am I actually doing in my swing, what can I critique and what can I move forwards. There's a time and a place for it. Running up to a tournament I would use it a little bit, and I'd use that as kind of an individual basis, but I get to use it quite a little bit. So let's get straight into it. I've got my camera set up, I'll tell you how to put it in the right position, and let's hit some shots away. So camera position, where should you and how should you set it up? Now ideally if we've got a tripod or something to rest it on, so we've got actual solid base, and I like to feel that the camera is going to be at hand level and at hand level left to right as well. That's going to give you a really good view of what we want to be seeing in your golf swing, and it's going to give you a good perspective. And if you always film from the same position, then you can always critique from the same position. You've got some constants to work from. Right, let's get the glove on, let's get hitting away. So during the warm-up I like to kind of hit 10-15 shots, not really taking into account ball flight, just actually getting the body moving. Now always put an alignment stick down so I've got actual relevance to where I'm aiming to a target. That's a really important thing and it's a good habit to get into. Right, let's hit this warm-up shots away. So warm-up done, and I think that's a really important thing I've just mentioned, that you have to do a warm-up. We're all far too easy to hit the first shot and critique ourselves straight away. Don't get into that habit, especially during a practice session. That'll certainly set the tone for the day. Right, now it's time to set up a 5-ball set. So the 5-ball set, if you watched this channel before guys, is 3 golf balls, which are my technical improvements where I'm going to take some videos and I'll show you them too. And then 2 core shots, and they might be the same club or a different wedge, because remember I'm working the short irons and the wedges today. So let's step into the part of the session where we're actually going to make some technical improvements in your golf game. Camera set up, ready to go. Let's get the 5-ball set up and then let's show you these videos. My bad habit is getting a slidey into the golf ball, so I'm really trying to feel I get strength and shallow, hold it off. this is ball 3. Me really trying to feel as I get strengthened and shallow with the club and strong through the ball, rather than getting into a position where I get a little bit slidey. And for me, anytime I get this way, especially my short irons, I struggle with fats, thins, all the shots that you guys probably struggle with too. So ball number 3 of my 5-ball set, I've got the camera set up and I'm going to record this one. I feel like I'm in a bit of a rhythm now. I want to see what's actually happening. Video it and show yourself what you actually want to feel, and let's see how close you are, or how close I am in the actual shot. So now we've taken the video, let's have a look at it. So this first move is me trying to create a feeling for what I really want to achieve in my golf swing. Club work a little bit flatter on the way back for me isn't always a good thing. Then I'm trying to work the golf club shallower and much stronger with the face. This is an over-exaggerated version, but really gets me in a really good feeling through impact. Nice and open, nicely in posture, and really strong with that club face. And I like to feel as I hold it off through the golf ball. You'll see the difference now between what I did in my premeditated move and what actually happens in my golf swing. Shaft works a little bit steeper and doesn't quite get as shallow and as strong with the face as I would like, so that's exactly what I'm trying to work on in my premeditated moves. So as I build through my range session, I hopefully get closer towards where I want to go with each and every club. So I'm still on the 50-degree wedge. I'm now going to change targets to the last 2 balls of my 5-ball set. So here at Stockport, I've got one on the right, one on the left, 2 different distances, but the important point I want to make here is that I'm not constantly trying to work on a specific position. I'm trying to blend my practice in what's going to help me get out on the golf course and perform as I want to. So we're going to go to the target on the right to begin with, and then I'm going to move my alignment to target on the left. 2 different distances, 2 different shots, but with the same club. And I'm going to go through my full routine with this one. Nice shot. Okay, so I've done it with the 50, so let's now change club. I'm going to go to pitching wedge and do the same thing again, another 5-ball set, and run you through it. So on to pitching wedge now. Again, I'm going to feel like these 3 shots and the three balls of the 5-ball set are really trying to work on the positions that I'm trying to feel in the golf swing. Take some more videos only on those 3 shots though, and that's really going to help me see that I can blend it through the whole set. Working smart is very, very, very important, because now I'm not getting too technical in the sense that my whole session is that way. I've got my blend of my practice shots and my core shots as well. Okay. Remember, these first 3 are me being technically aware of what I'm trying to improve. Video time. Right, now on to 2 shots. I'm going to do it slightly differently on this one, mix it up. I'm going to go 1 full out shot and then 1 short pitch shot. So the other one before was towards 2 targets. I'm going to hit them straight down towards the bottom target. But one I'm going to hit full out, so imagine I'm going to a back flag and going max out with this wedge, and the other one I'm going to hit a little short pitch shot. Again, to really show you that it's blending what you're doing on the practice ground to what happens on the course. No 2 shots are the same. So now it's that part of the session. I've worked through my 50-degree wedge, I've worked through pitching wedge, and worked up to 9-9, and then I went back to 58. So I've actually worked all those short irons which I categorised at the start of the session. I've done a 5-ball set with each of them, trying to blend and work on specific moves. You may want to do more with one club, less with another, but I really like to do a little bit with each of the clubs, because I think if I can work on that same feeling and transfer it across, again, going back to applying out on the golf course, I think it's a little bit more realistic. Now, time for the fun stuff. I want to work work on my start line. So I'm going to work on a really nice start line drill, straight away down toward the target. I'm going to see if I can score the field goal. Let's get away with this final part of the practice session, the fun bit, where we actually start to test our skills and step out of that technical mode and more into actual shot shaping and shot playing mode. Let's get into it. So the final part of the session, I'm going to start off by doing it with my 58, then run into my 50, then my pitching wedge, and then my 9-iron. I'm going to hit 2 shots with each, testing myself on start line. Can I start it through my gate? And again, the reason for this is 1, it's fun, but 2, it steps you into a scenario where you're really bothered about the ball flight, not necessarily the swing. So starting with 58, make sure we're aligned in the middle of it. So again, we should start to form a line where we get 58 grouping, 50 grouping, pitching wedge, and a 9-iron, and really start to work on some key areas of the game. And being good with these parts of the game will really save you shots, whether that's if you're recovering and hitting out the trees, or a golf course that you have a few short irons into. Definitely help your scoring. Both next to each other. I think that started a little bit left, that one. Okay, so we've done our 2 with the 58, stepping through to 50 now. So again, I'm not thinking anything technical here. This is me just hitting them away in my practice session, getting into a really nice concentrated practice, and that's the kind of word I like to use, and it's a useful practice. Finally, that is the end of today's practice session and today's video. You saw me work through the short irons all up to 9-iron, and I classify those as my really good opportunity scoring irons. And if you can get into that situation where you feel good, feel controlled with them, then you've got a good chance to make some good scores or save a good score and keep momentum going. So let's summarise my practice. Start off with your warm-up, build into some technical and shot shaping modes, and then once you've worked through the clubs that you're looking to work through in that specific session, then start off working on a specific goal, specific task, and test what you've worked on. So my test that I chose today was start line. Could I start it on line, start it through a nice small gate? And I feel that if I start it through a small gate on the range, we get on the course, you don't have to be that specific because the green's a lot wider than that little gate. Thank you for watching today's video on Alex Elliott Golf, and thank you for watching the brand new series. Next week we're going to be working on some putting, and that's a really good area of the game which I feel is probably a strong area and something that I like to practice, so I'm looking forward to sharing that with you.